Now tell us a little bit about, because I know God is using your greatest pain to with a purpose. So tell us a little bit, where is all of the domestic violence? What was your experience?
Well, my experience, unfortunately, was rather long. I feel a lot like the woman at the well. As a child, my mother was abusive. My father was pretty much absent. My mom was physically and emotionally abusive. And I think the worst part of it actually wasn't so much the physical abuse, but it was basically, she told me over and over again that my father had told her that he loved my sister more than he loved me. She said when I was born, he actually told her he would never love a child as much as he loved my sister. And I heard that my entire childhood. On top of that, she was also very unhappy with my father, um, had an affair that I knew about. I knew about this when I was in sixth grade. So their relationship just in general was not affectionate, was not a good example of what a husband and wife should be. My mom,
Right.
who said she loved me more than anything in the world, also claimed she loved me more just because I wasn't lovable. So as I grew up, it was kind of this feeling that nobody really cared for me. And the only person who claimed that she cared for me was a person who cared for me because basically I was so terribly unlovable, right?
Wow.
As a teenager, what wound up happening was I wound up in a counselor's office and talked to the counselor about how I felt about my father and that relationship. And he basically tried to arrange for like a group counseling session just with me and my father and him. Unfortunately, my father never showed up at that meeting. So at 16 years old, I sat in the counselor's office and the counselor looked at me and basically told me, you know what, you got a choice to make here. You can either continue to be miserable over what your father is not giving you, or you can go have a happy and healthy life, basically. The problem was he never told me how to have a happy and healthy life. Right. So that was one or two sessions of counseling, two sessions, one where I talked to him by myself, and the second, which nobody showed up for but me. So I kind of felt this terrible desire to have the house with the white picket fence. And because of that, I overlooked a lot of really bad red flags before I got saved and then even after I got saved. And the last relationship that I had that was abusive, my husband in that relationship was actually